Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. A good pickup there at 22. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think...
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. It's hauled in by Shepard. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. And incomplete on a deep ball. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the red zone now, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Giants 3.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Jones able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of a quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Harris Campbell, 48 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Meanwhile, Cousins for the throw here, caught by Allison. And he goes out right around the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Cousins. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Osborne. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. To the air again, it's Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Okay, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
In motion right, Campbell.
Now Jones, off play action. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Jones on 3rd down. And that's complete to Shepard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jones now to throw on second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
This is caught by Addison. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first down throw for Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It got his man, complete. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
34 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shepard will go in motion right.
Other side.
Throwing, Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
Big strides, look at him go. Inside the
20. Touchdown, Giants. 72 yards.
And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
35. Giants 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, Cousins again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
Now Jones. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
All right, offense, let's go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones to Barkley on the check down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Shepard will go in motion right.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Another carry now for Madison, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Madison will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Jones throwing on first down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Cousins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. To throw is Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. The 20. Now he's into the clear again. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And that's caught inside the 35. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.